All right, so I'm going to show you a super simple way to make your gathered toe moccasin pattern. The first thing you need to do is trace your foot. Just make sure that your pen is straight up and down and not curved inwards, as that will change the measurement of your pattern in the end. All right, so you can go ahead and cut your foot out. Just kind of round things off here. You don't need to follow those indents at all. So what you want to do is start out by taking a couple of measurements. The first measurement is going to be from the heel to the toe. You can see my measurement is about 9 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to round up to 10. So I put a pretty thick lining on the inside. And then you want to measure the largest part of your foot, which would be about here, and it's just under 4 inches. So you've got 10 and 4 inches across. So then you want to take some cardboard, and I just have this super thick piece right now, just from a Christmas gift. So you could find something a little bit thinner. There. You just want to fold that in half. So what you're going to do is take that 4 inches that you measured across, cut it in half, which gives me 2 inches, and add 1.5 inches, so 3.5 inches. So mark on your cardboard a 3.5 inch mark, or whatever your measurement is. And just draw a line straight up and down. Okay, so I've got 3.5 inches in, and then the next thing you want to do is whatever your measurement is from heel to toe, you want to add 2 inches. So it'll be 1 inch for the heel and 1 inch for the toe. So because mine is 10 inches, I'll be measuring up to 12 inches, so the top of the ruler. So I'll just mark that. And then just mark that 1 inch mark for your heel. And then I just like to measure 3/4 of an inch in, put a little mark there, because that's where we'll end up cutting that out. And then all you do is you round out your toe. So kind of bring it across and then just bring it down. So you just have to kind of eyeball it for this part. Okay, and then go ahead and cut that out. And now that I've cut this out, sometimes I just kind of modify it a bit. And then I'll just cut this out as well. See that? Just take that off. Okay, so this is the bottom part of my moccasin. So now what I want to do is make the vamp. So this cardboard is a little bit trickier because it's so thick, but it's just what I had. Okay, so I did fold that over, You can also measure it. Because mine is 12 inches long, I'm going to be at the 6-inch mark. Just put a little mark there. So now for your vamp, which is the top part of your moccasin, you're going to get some more cardboard. I'm just going to use a paper here because this stuff is so thick. So what you want to do is, if you remember when we were going over this, I said that the widest part of my foot was 4 inches. So cut that in half is 2 inches. So I'm going to measure 2 inches across. So just draw a line straight up and down. And then because it's 6 inches for the halfway mark, if you look here, you've got 6 inches from the halfway mark to the top. You want to minus 1, so that gives me 5 inches. So just mark where the 5 inches is. And then you just want to kind of round this out like this. And this ends up being the top part of your moccasin. So let's cut this out. And that would be the top part of your moccasin. And that's just pen marks that were on the paper before. So if you look at this, you're going to end up having this part would come up, and that's kind of where you start gathering. This part covers your foot, and then this back part, this will be tricky to show you because it's so thick, ends up getting sewn up like this. So that is the pattern of your moccasin. Okay guys, I hope this helped. This video is for my moccasin making class. So ladies, if you do have any questions, you know how to get in contact with me.